right, so like let's say like you got a Jack Daniels bottle and you put it on the train to Hogwarts, and then on its little train ride it gets stopped by a group of Dementors, right? Dementors, whatever. They go inside the train, they suck the soul out of Jack Daniels, and then it turns into Evan Williams. That's what this label looks like. It looks like a cheap knockoff of like.
There are some resemblances.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture Jack Daniels in my head. We'll go ahead and put it.
Like, look at this shit. That looks like
right there.
That looks like Times New Roman to me. Does it not?
Hey man, I loved that font.
It looks
in my academic career, that was my go-to.
Nah, it's all about Calibri now. Welcome back to Spirits Collective.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Aiden.
And this is the show where we all learn to drink together.
And today we have Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon for you guys. Evan Williams has 43% alcohol and it is 86 proof. This whiskey actually has a mash bill of 78% corn, 12% malted barley, and 10% rye. Fun fact, this is actually the first distiller in Kentucky, and it was actually established in 1783, but the modern version of this whiskey came out in 1957. And this whiskey has to be aged a minimum of 4 years. And that's Evan Williams for you guys.
So the Evan Williamson, do you have any experience with it?
We both have a little bit of experience with it. As you can see, a little bit has been taken from the bottle. And the reason for this is that we've actually tried to film this episode before, but we lost the audio, so we could not put it out.
For transparency.
Yeah, for transparency. We don't want to lie to you guys. But yeah, this is Evan Williams. Alex, we don't have the actual 750 ml bottle. We have the 325 ml bottle version.
Understandably so.
Or 375, right? 375 ml bottle.
Yeah. So we'll go based off of the label.
Yeah.
And I think I said I liked it. I think it's simple. It's clean. I like that's not like glossy. It's like a matte finish. And I personally dig it. I remember you saying the opposite.
It looks like a fucking template for a whiskey bottle label. But that's just like the looks.
Like a resume template, John Doe.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the John Doe of whiskey labels.
I'm not saying it's going to taste bad or anything. I'm just saying that's what I think about the label. And that's honestly one of the biggest reasons why I haven't picked it up, is because the label just looks like shit to me. It doesn't interest me, you know? Part of the experience of picking up a whiskey bottle is looking at the label and getting excited about it. It just doesn't do it for me.
Attention to detail.
Yeah.
Goes a long way. So what do you think? Should we pour ourselves some Evan Williams?
Let's do it.
The Williams. So let's start with the visuals. How old did you say this was again?
It's aged a minimum of 4 years.
Okay, so right off the bat, that's a good sign. It's young, but the minimum requirement for a bourbon is 2 years. So little things like that get me excited, because they go a little more out of their way to age it.
I would go
2 years longer.
I would say like 4 years is a bare minimum.
Okay, but you're not regulating bourbon.
I'm just
the co-host of Spirits Collective.
I'm ready to smell it. Yeah.
All right. This is the nose, everyone. This is Evan Williamson.
Alex. No.
On the nose with Evan Williamson. I gotta say, it's
if you kind of like,
it's definitely bourbon.
If you do this, it's gonna,
in a good way. You know what I mean? A little heat in the nostrils right there. A little more heat when I go in again.
All right, it's coming back to me. I remember this being very one note on the nose.
You know what? I'm getting bourbon, and then it's transforming into like cardboard. If that makes sense. I don't know if you're getting.
I'm getting like a caramel drizzled cardboard.
It's like
caramel drizzled wet cardboard.
Like a generic bourbon smell.
Yeah.
But like the higher end generic version. It's like generic, but it's not the most generic. It's not the cheapest version.
This does taste
generic nonetheless.
Yeah, like a generic bourbon. I agree with you.
It's good. I mean,
Either
I don't
way,
mind it.
I mean-
what's the price on this? Because like with something like this, the main appeal is the price, I would say. So what was the price on this?
For the 750 ml version, dude, the price is like well below like $17. I'm talking like $15, $16. So I mean,
what more could you want?
this version of it was like $7, $8. So really cheap whiskey. And honestly, on the nose, it exceeds expectations.
I agree with you. Yeah, a little bit of that cardboard, but initially I was pleasantly surprised.
I mean, people say like leather and shit. So I mean, cardboard isn't, you know.
It's not that. It's not crazy.
Yeah, it's not
insane.
crazy. Yeah. Either way, there's not a lot of burn on the nose. It's pretty nice. I mean,
Should we go to the taste? I'm assuming this is 80 proof. I don't
it's
remember.
46%. No, 43%. 86 proof.
Oh, a little higher than 80
Yeah,
proof.
so
All right.
at a cheap price, you get.
I see
mean,
you, William.
Yeah.
I see you. All right, the taste, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers. Nice, subtle sweetness. I'm getting very heavy bite of oak.
Let's go, baby. Well,
I got like a heavy bite of oak just now, in a bad way, and then I'm getting like cardboard. What about you?
I got some good sweetness. The corn kind of comes through. This is 78% corn, which is, I would say, a lot of corn. So the sweetness definitely comes through. A little bit of the corniness comes through. A little bit of that oak. And then just, a little bit of bitterness and a little bit of just a burn. In the mouth, it's all sweet, although. And then it's when you swallow and you start to get that finish that you get like some oak and some cardboard, like you said.
Yeah.
But this is easy.
Yeah, it was smooth. I definitely get warm in your chest, but I would say it's smooth.
I would say that this is not the worst that we've had, and at the price point, I mean,
You know what? I think I agree with you.
Like-
this screams. This screams. Take me on a bender.
that's what I was about to
You're gonna
say.
drink me nice and fast. It's gonna be pretty good, and you're gonna have a good time because I'm not your typical 80 proofer.
Yeah,
That's what
true.
this says to me.
You get a little bit more bite.
Yes, a little more bang for your buck, and it's not horrible. So, for the price point, I mean,
You
I
can't
don't
go
know.
wrong.
I don't know.
You just
know
can't.
what I mean? But you want to get another taste in, or you want to go to on
just
the rocks?
to get that second. We got the initial taste. Now we're past that point. No,
All right,
Let's
guys.
go
This
again.
is the second taste. Evan Williams. Not as good as the first sip, but still very smooth, subtle sweetness,
honestly, like
bitter.
not a lot
Now
of
the bitterness is coming out for me. But go ahead.
not a lot of flavor notes, but a lot of flavor. I think, right? Even like the finish is kind of decent. Like I mean, it lasts a good amount of time. Honestly, this is very like middle of the road. Like we've had worse whiskeys, we've had way better whiskeys. This is just for the price point. I mean, shit, can't go wrong with this one.
What do you think? Should we go?
Oh,
in there?
look at that! That's beautiful.
It's my ice. It's my special recipe.
At some point, we're gonna have to start doing those close-ups.
A little clinky clank for the people that were disappointed there was no cork. A little clinky clank.
Or even
Yikes.
like a little snap.
Yeah.
All right.
I get
Corn and caramel. Corn, not caramel corn, just corn and caramel.
kettle corn.
Not kettle corn, just
Kettle
corn
corn,
and
I'll be
caramel.
fine.
Separately, like you smoke
Kettle
corn,
corn.
you smoke caramel.
Yeah,
Can you guys see that? Oh, that's
long-
awesome.
Longest yard reference for you guys. Kettle corn, I'll be fine. Kettle corn. So it's more of the same, just a little more quispified, and then it's gone.
Cock push up.
You can't just do that. It's gotta be subtle like me. You gotta work it in. You can't just quote movies out of the blue like that. You need some more, Gaten. But anyway,
All right.
more of what we got need, but just Quizzified and then it's gone. But let's go in for the taste. Ugh. That was disgusting. Yeah.
See, like when you drink it like this, you can definitely tell this is a cheap whiskey.
Ugh, man.
This is it. That was a. Ugh.
You see that? That put chills on me. That was so bad. Listen, you know what this tells me? It means that the distiller knew this was for people that were going to go on a bender. And they said, you know what? We can't focus on it tasting good on the rocks. It's got to taste neat because people on a bender
It just
are going to drink this neat.
straight from the
They're gonna
bottle.
drink it straight up.
This is for like after a breakup.
I don't think it works that way, but you know, definitely better neat.
Everybody, watch the Orville on Disney Plus.
It's on
So
Disney Plus now.
Yeah, so that it gets a fourth season because it's a badass show, and I don't want it to get canceled. So our 200 subscribers watch the Orville on Disney Plus. It's really good. Just get past the first season.
So Aiden, being someone who's a little more experienced, I consider myself a beginner still. Not bottom tier beginner, but beginner nonetheless. What do you think of Evan Williams, or the Evan Williamson as I like to call it?
This guy. Definitely surprising. Come on. Like I'm pretty sure you agree with that. If you were to go into a store and buy like a $15 bottle of whiskey, you're gonna expect that to taste like pure alcohol, pure shit, nothing but burn, no flavor. And honestly, like I've had some shittier whiskeys that cost way more than this. One example, of course, is Mr. Johnny Walker, which just tastes like
that
fucking
was
water.
really bad, and
Just
it was
tastes like water.
It was the black label.
Yeah, the black label.
I
Like,
got watery cardboard, if I remember correctly.
I mean, if you're not one to be like a snob or anything, get yourself some Evan Williams, man, and just drink it straight. It's pretty good. I mean,
If you're familiar with bourbon, you like the taste, and you're trying to have a good time, I think this is who this is for. This is for you. This was made for you. You know what I mean? People familiar with the bourbon palate, but not quite there. But most of all, looking for a good time. I think that's who this is for.
yeah, for beginners, I mean, you're gonna get that bourbon experience, no doubt. So I would recommend this for beginners, and just think to yourself, like, it's only gonna go up from here. Like, you know?
Yes, exactly, Aiden.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give Evan Williams 2.8 bald eagles out of 5.
I'd give it a 2.5 bald eagles out of 5. Listen, this is 15, 16, 17 bucks. You know what you're getting into, and you're not gonna hate it. So for that, I mean, 2.5 bald eagles, I think it's pretty good. Bringing the average score to 2.6.
You kidding me?
2.65 bald eagles out of 5. I was trying to do an eagle.
Did you like how I put
It's
the?
not even like an eagles. Eagles don't do that. That's a hawk. But yeah, eagles do a weirder sound. But you know, Hollywood, being Hollywood, they switched it around.
I think all there is left to do is take another sip.
Let's do it,
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
guys. And as always, drink responsibly, and of course, drink what you like.
And comment your bottle recommendations. We take those really seriously.
Cheers.